Let's see. Game 2 tonight, Rock on the Hill. Looking for another, good performance on the mound from him. I think he's had a really nice spring training. Seems to be ready to go. And offensively, a little different look tonight to the lineup with the left-hander on the mound tonight for Oakland. Get some big hits last night at the right times and continue that same path tonight. Yeah, I mean, we do have some versatility, but as you look at things and you see who's swinging the bat well and whatnot, I think you kind of weigh all of that and put the lineup together. But a good chance to put some more righties in there today. Obviously, coming out of spring training, you want to keep guys as fresh as possible too. You don't want too much time to go, between play, getting in there and getting a start. So a lot of things to weigh, but certainly, it's a different look today.
Is there value in getting some of those guys in game 2, like a Garber, some of those guys that might have been waiting for the opportunity for the
Yeah, I mean, I think we're going to look at ways to keep everybody fresh as much as possible. I think this is a good opportunity with a lefty out there to do that for some of the right-handed hitters, and last night was a good opportunity with some of the left-handed hitters. So again, versatility is a key. Being able to mix and match a little bit is helpful, and we'll look to do that as much as we can.
For your starter tonight, what's possible for Luis in taking a step forward or getting back to a level of effectiveness from a couple of years ago?
Yeah, I mean, what he's done in spring training, he mixed in his off speed a little bit more, and that seemed to be helpful. Obviously, being able to do that, they've got a pretty left-handed, heavier lineup tonight for them as well. So I think being able to use some more off speed will be helpful. But that's what he's been working on, and he's a guy that likes to go right at you and attack, and that's a great way to go. I think an opportunity, for Cal to get a little bit of a breather here today at the DH role rather than having him catch again tonight. Lots been on his plate here lately, so a good chance for him to catch his breath a little bit, but still keep his bat in the lineup, and a chance for Garv to get in there. I know he's worked well with the Rock and continues to catch really, really well for us. So a chance for him to get behind the plate and have those two veteran guys working together.
On paper, you guys should be relatively effective. You don't see a ton of left-handed starters, but when you do, it seems like the bats you have should be pretty effective against left-handed.
Yeah, I mean, we have guys that can swing the bat against lefties and have traditionally done that, and tonight's no exception. We got some guys in there that have hit lefties well and hit them well across the course of their career, I think offensively we stack up pretty good against left-handed starters.
Talk about Luis changing his pitch mix a little bit in spring. You as a catcher, what are those conversations like when you're talking about a pitcher kind of evolving or changing what they've done so well for so long?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've seen it with all of our guys. It's not unique just to Rock. I think all of our guys, whether they're young or old, are always looking to change and maybe add a pitch, maybe use a pitch a little bit more. And our all of our pitching group does such a good job of looking at all that and processing all of that, and Trent and Woody putting together the game plan for that. So, I really have a lot of confidence in what those guys do, and this is just another case where, this really shines through.
I know it's one game, nobody's putting banners up in March, but what can you take from last night's swing, the way you guys rallied, maybe just getting home?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what makes me most proud is these guys came on strong towards the end, and we talk a lot about fighting all the way through and playing 9 innings and playing 9 innings strong, and these guys really did that last night. After tying it up and then losing the lead right away, that's a tough pill to swallow sometimes, but these guys came right back, and that's the kind of thing that they do time and time again, and that's a good thing to see here on day one.
Well, with Randy, you talked about just kind of how quiet he is and going about his business. He really needs to seize the moment and show a lot of energy in those types of situations. What have you learned about him?
Yeah, Randy's a competitor, and he wants to succeed. He wants to play well. He wants to win, and that was a big moment last night for sure. And wants to continue to do that consistently throughout the year. He's put in a ton of work here in spring training and in the off season as well. Just that work, is because he wants to be the in those situations, and he wants to deliver. So. Great to see that from him last night, and hopefully that's something we continue to build on.
And do you think outside people realize how good the A's actually are? Like the lineup that's right now, the first 6 or 7 guys are pretty good. I mean, like a year ago they were pretty young, kind of unknown, but they were playing well at the end of the season. But there's some guys out there that look pretty out.
Yeah, no doubt about that. It's a good lineup, and it's a different lineup for sure, and one that. I think when we talk about our guys being grinders, they got some guys that do the same over on that side, and those are the tough ones, the guys that are willing to fight for their at bats, and it makes them a much different lineup coming through this year.
And you talked quite a bit in spring training about the whole purpose is to be ready and ready for the full season, and maybe not so much to work your way into it. And what evidence of that did you see last night?
Well, I mean, I think, just their ability to come back when they needed to. I think, it's one thing to be able to want to come back, but it's another thing to be able to do the things that you need to do to come back. And I think the at-bats looked really good towards the end. We talked about Cal's at-bat, being a little bit more lengthy, and then Randy getting the home run right after that. Some of those things that you see that are maybe a little more hidden, but show you that they're a little bit further along than they have been in the past, and that's a really good sign, and that's the hope that we're in a different place than we were, and that we're for a little bit further along and ready to compete and be consistent. That's been the goal since the beginning, is to hit the ground running, yes, but to be consistent from that point forward, and we get to try to do it again tonight.
I'll be the one to ask it. How's Logan's rear end? And is it gonna make it good start?
It's colorful. Let's say that. It's colorful.
But you anticipate no issues?
Yeah, I don't, yeah.
Dan, did you wear a turtleneck last night?
Yeah. Old school.
Yeah, was this in the back of the closet from
Yes.
playing days?
Uh-huh. Absolutely. There's a few gems back there, and apparently some of the guys like it, so,
On the record coming back.
Okay.
So anything you can do to help that, I'm sure we appreciate it.
I will do my best, Aaron.
Still stay normal and everything?
Yeah, how about that? Crazy.
All right. Thank you. You're welcome, everybody.
Well, fashion will end it.
It is coming back, though.
This way? Whichever one, yeah. We'll have Cal and more in just a few minutes. For the Cal Raleigh part, we will be passing a microphone for questions so that we get good audio for everybody. So I appreciate it, and you're all way ahead of me. Thanks, everyone, for joining us today. Again, I appreciate it very much. I think everyone knows everyone at the head table, but John Stanton, our chairman and managing partner, Jerry DePoto, president of baseball operations, the guest of honor, Cal Raleigh, Justin Hollander, our general manager. So again, thanks for being here with us on what's really a great day for the Mariners. And with that, I'll turn it over to Jerry.
We'll get started. First, I'll thank everybody for popping in today. I know it wasn't short notice, but obviously with so much going on, the second game of the season, and after an exciting night, this is, I guess, a cool thing. I'd like to thank the Raleigh family for being able to get here and celebrate this event. Thank the team, especially the pitchers, for coming in, paying homage to your guy. And I'd like to thank Casey Close and Brett Knief. They're over here from Excel Sports Management, who did a wonderful job in working through this over the last 2 months with Justin and really putting together a deal that I think works for everyone. And obviously thank Cal for his belief in the Mariners, both present and future. And with that, I will kick it to Cal, and if you've got anything you'd like to add, or we can just go to questions.
No, yeah, I just want to thank everybody for being here today, my family especially. I know it's kind of awkward with opening day and with the timeline, so thank you guys for being patient, and thank you, Brett and Casey, for being here as well. And yeah, I'm really excited, obviously. I guess opening statement, really excited, very proud to be a Mariner for a long time, and really looking forward to it and representing the city the right way.
Questions for Cal? Jen?
It's really special. These guys mean a lot to me. A lot of these guys I've came up with and have unfortunately had a room with some of them. No, I'm kidding. But, these guys mean a lot to me, and very special to see these guys and coaches as well that I've kind of came up with as well. And it's just special. It's special when you have those relationships, and it makes it even better when I know I'm going to be here a lot longer and share a lot of memories with these guys.
Cal, you've taken your job very seriously over the years, but does this contract add another layer of responsibility or leadership to you?
Yeah, I do believe so. I'm very grateful that, Mr. Stanton and these guys here at the table have given me this responsibility to come here and want me to lead this team and want me to kind of be the guy to take the reins and somebody who can, help this team get to the playoffs and win a World Series. And I think that's the way I'm looking at it. And nothing's going to change in the sense of how I prepare or what the goal is, but it just feels really good, that these guys believe in me and believe in what we're doing here.
Nico, then Ryan.
Similar to what you just said a second ago in that statement, you said, giving these fans what they deserve, perennial playoff team, World Series. Talk to me about what that does mean to you, giving these fans that have supported you from day one, even in the minors. What would it mean to be able to deliver that in the years to come for them?
Yeah, it would mean a lot. I think that was one of the big things when deciding wanting to sign here was, wanting to be someone to bring a World Series to the city and, to an organization and a place that's been so special to me and my family. Not a lot of guys get a chance to play for one organization their whole career, and this is going to be a huge chunk of mine, and it means a lot, like I said, that they believe in me and that I'm going to get a chance to do that. And I look at guys like guys who come around a lot, like Alvin Davis, Stan Wilson. Obviously, there's Ichi and all them as well, and they're Mariner greats and they're legends here in the city of Seattle, and how much they mean to the city, and I think that's super special and something that money can't buy. So,
Cal, how's your perspective changed? I'm sure growing up, you didn't think, I'm going to be long term with the Seattle Mariners. When you envisioned your big league career, you talked about never even really having much of an idea about Seattle. How's your perspective changed about the city, about your career, and where you want it to go the longer you've been here?
Yeah, to be honest, I didn't know a whole lot about Seattle at the very beginning when I was drafted, and came up here, played in Everett, and slowly learned the culture and slowly learned what this organization, what this city was all about, and I've kind of fell in love with it. And especially since that 22 season when we made a run in the playoffs, and this city has really embraced me, and not just me, but really all of our players. Look at guys like Logan, our staff, JP, Julio, guys have really embraced us, and they're great fans. They really are. They support us all the time, and through the ups and downs. So when you have that kind of background in your system, or people in your background, it makes it really special, and makes me want to stay here and want to play for those people.
Cal, what are some of the things that you enjoy about the city of Seattle? What specifically makes it feel like home for you, a place you want to stick around?
Yeah, I mean, I love, obviously, the weather here is great in the summer. I mean, that's, I'm thinking about, if I was playing in Atlanta, I'd be sweating every single day. It'd be too hot to play in. But no, it's, I really do love it here. I think it's a beautiful city. Like I said, I've had many friends here now, and it's kind of become a second home. I've learned the ins and outs and things I like to do around here, and it's been great. And maybe now I can look into buying a house here. So,
In the back row.
So,
no.
so last week we went to Mastro's to eat, and you let Logan put his card down. So I'm wondering if you plan on reimbursing him.
Well, the deal wasn't done yet, so. No, I'm not gonna reimburse him. He still owes me a few for some dirt balls I've had to block for him. So.
Yeah, Cal, just with this contract, obviously, you and Julio both with the team through the rest of the decade. Just what does it mean to kind of have that status with him as two of the faces of the franchise through such a long period of time?
Yeah, I mean, we want what's best for this organization. We want to help out as much as we can, and hope, like I said, make this a perennial playoff team, make this a consistent winner, make this a World Series contender. So, whatever we have to do that is kind of how we're going about it, and it's going to be really nice to play with him for a long time, and hopefully some other guys as well, and yeah.
Cal, in your statement the other day, you talked about a shared vision with management here. Can you share with us maybe some of the conversations or some of the insight in the last couple of years that has kind of got you to that conclusion that you guys are on the same page and kind of forging forward to the future?
Yeah, I mean, obviously a couple of years ago we make it. Been right there the last couple of years as well, and I believe in the guys in the room that we have right now. One of the best staffs in all of baseball. Both bullpen and starters. Obviously, looking ahead to the future, a lot of good young prospects. I know you can't always count on that, but a lot of guys with good makeup and guys that I do like what I saw from spring training, and I do believe we got a lot of good things going here, especially with some guys already locked up, and I think it's a good mix. And with that being said, it's going to be one of my jobs now to be a leader and to be a guy that can make this into a consistent winner and somebody that can set the culture the right way here. So that's what I'm really looking forward to.
Cal, what would you tell people from outside the organization about that? You've done so much within the organization and building, but if you need to bring in those pieces and you're a guy that they might turn to, what would you tell them?
Yeah, I mean, I would just tell them to kind of believe in what we're trying to do here. So, I mean, obviously from the pitching side of it, you've already seen, what we can do and what guys have already been able to accomplish, and it's really impressive. And, I still believe that there's still more in the tank with them. And from the hitting side, I do truly believe we're going to get better and continue to build. And like I said, obviously really looking to the fan base as well, looking at how great they treat us here and how much they love baseball. And, you see it night in, night out. Definitely one of the top in baseball with attendance and things like that. And you come to the ballpark here and people remember it. It's not just our players, it's visitor players as well. And they see what a fun place this is to play and what a great city this is. So I'd say that'd probably be one of the things as well.
Cal, going back to joining Excel this off season to today, what can you share about how this all came together and the conversations you guys had back and forth in that regard?
Yeah, I mean, kind of came to the, I guess, conclusion that, this was an opportunity to take advantage of, and, didn't know how long that window would last or if it would ever come about. But I didn't want to leave any doors closed, I guess. And I wanted all possibilities to kind of be out there, and wanted to explore it because, of how well this organization and the city has already treated me. And, like I said, it's not always about the money, and sometimes it's more about being happy and in a place that you love and a place that you really appreciate. And that's what, Seattle has shown me. And, to get that opportunity to do that for a long time means a lot to me and my family as well. And it'll be special, especially, one day when I'm older. I think that's something my dad always tells me as well. You're really going to appreciate it when you're 50, 60, old like he is. So I'm kidding.
Cal, at what point did you get involved in the discussions? At what point did it kind of turn from team and agency to maybe you getting involved as well?
Yeah, I mean, I guess this spring training, it really hit the ground running, and that's kind of when the talks got really serious, and that's kind of when it became a reality. It wasn't just a dream or anything like that, and that's in a way it was a little scary because I'm like, I can't believe this is going to happen, something like that, and but in a good way. It was really exciting, and it made spring training a little more interesting this year, that's for sure. But I'm glad, I went through the process, and I'm glad we were able to do this thing.
Jerry, you talked about draft, develop, and trade as being a mantra, but it does seem like draft, develop, trade, and lock up guys as well. I mean, you look at the amount of guys you have assigned extensions: Munoz, Castillo, Cal, Julio. How important is that, and you got any more in the works as we get moving forward?
Yeah, it's always been a part of what we've talked about doing for a number of years now, and I think building the kind of continuity that exists with this group is really important when you're putting together a winning team, to build the trust in the clubhouse and among the players, with each other, with the people around them, and that there is a long-term, outcome for them here in Seattle. That's the goal. And, whether we can do that with other players moving forward, it takes two. And we're always open to that. And generally speaking, we will keep trying. And, it will be like with Cal, it will be something that we, over time, generate the belief in what we're doing with our players, that they want to hop in that same boat. And, we feel good about what we're doing organizationally, about the players that we have here, and about the way this group plays together. And we're willing to push our resources toward keeping that group together for a long time, because we feel like this team has a chance to be really good for a long time.
It would seem like you have a pretty good recruiter sitting next to you now to help.
I told him when we did this, tell a friend,
In football, when the QB gets paid, he does a pretty good job of taking care of his O-linemen. O-linemen don't get a whole lot of credit, in the trenches with you every day. You put any thought towards taking care of your O-linemen?
Usually it's the other way around. Pitcher's supposed to take care of the catcher, right?
The QB.
No, I don't know. We'll think of something. Maybe I'll get you guys a gift or something. Something small.
I've seen Rolexes. I've seen cars. Just putting it out there.
I'll think about you guys.
Anything else for these guys? All right. Thank you very much.
I got one more thing. Yeah. I just want to say thank you to all my coaches. Everybody in the organization, you guys have treated me very well over the past 9 years? Yeah, it's weird. So this is the only place I've ever known, and I'm hoping this will be the only place that I ever have to know. So all the people that have helped me get here, obviously my teammates, thank you very much. It really means a lot. And my family too. Thank you guys. My mom and dad. Thank you guys for giving me all opportunities in the world. And my brothers and sisters for always being there for me. I know it's hard being all the way out in Seattle, but I do love it here, and thank you guys for everything. And thank you guys as well for giving me this opportunity to believe in me and lead this team. And I'm going to do everything I can to help you guys and us win a World Series. So thank you guys for coming out today, and really appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, Cal. We're going to let Cal go get ready for a game.